today we are going to see the problem Leetcode daily challenge. Widest vertical area between 2 points containing no points. So you have been given points array where you have been given x coordinate and y coordinate for a given point. So return the widest vertical area between 2 points such that no points are inside the area. So if you read the title that says widest area means if you see this one, so these are the points. So between this point, this 2 point, this is the width. And now it just want to return the width that is maximum between any points. So one thing we can assure that it doesn't matter like what is our y coordinate, and I will show you why. So let's just assume we have a couple of points here. This is x-axis 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Let's say here I have one point and another point I have here. So if I show you like what is the widest area, then it is nothing because there is no width here. They are on the same axis. I can say they are on the same axis. Now if I pick let's say this point, then I can say between these 2 points that is the width, and that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Now let's say I have another point that is here. So would 2 be my answer? That is no, because between these 2 points I have already one point that is here. So now my width would be this one and this one. So if you close this if you observe this closely, then I can say only one thing is y-axis doesn't matter. That is one thing. And second thing is if you sort the x-axis, then you just need to find the consecutive difference, consecutive maximum difference. That would be your, I can say that would be your answer. So how can you approach this problem? Then we can say we just sort the array and then we can traverse the array and find the consecutive difference. So let's see the problem. Now let's try to write the code. So I can say first of all I will sort the array. Arrays dot sort points array. Now I will write custom sorting function. I will sort them based on the x-axis because y-axis doesn't matter for me and I will not care about that. Now I will just traverse my array for int I equals to 1 to I is less than n I plus plus. Now let's say I have one answer that would be initially 0. Now answer would be math dot maximum among answer and points I and 0. So remember that in all that code I will not use y-axis anywhere, and that is true because we don't care about the y-axis 0. And now just return the answer. So let's revisit the code. First we will sort the array based on the x-axis and then points length and 0 I barabar 1 to this one. Okay, so why I am doing this from I equal to 1? Because for I equal to 0 there would be no point of comparison, because if in the list there is only one point, if there is only one point, then my answer would be 0 obviously, because there is no other point that can calculate the width. So for one point that would be 0, but we can see the length. So the length would always be greater than equal to 2, so we don't need to worry about that. So now I think that is pretty much. Let's run the code. And yes, let's submit the code and we will discuss time and space complexity. Yes, now let's discuss time and space complexity. So in that approach, what we are doing is we are sorting. So if you sort, then we can say that would be order flow in Java, and space complexity, and that would be our time complexity. That would be our time complexity. And now discuss about the space complexity. So you can see we don't use any extra space. So in that case, time complexity would be O of 1. So now let's discuss some more approach, and I will not write those approach. Rather, I will go through those approach. I have written the code in Notion. So first approach we have already seen. We can sort the array and then find the difference between consecutive elements. Another thing we can do is, actually we don't care about the y-axis. So what I will do is I will create an array and I will store the x-axis for that all the points, and I will sort that x-axis array, and then I will calculate the consecutive difference. And when I run this approach, I got 30 ms. Uh, instead, in first approach, I was getting the 37 ms. So I think I won't say it is pretty much optimized, but that is how test cases are written in Leetcode. And now another approach I have is using the tree set. I will insert all the points, and in tree set, it is I can say it is a sorting manner. So I will traverse the set, and I will keep checking the true consecutive difference, and I can calculate that. In that case also I have the same time complexity, and space would be order of n because of the tree set. And when I run this approach, I got around 48 ms. And again, I don't compare these three based on the lead code's runtime, because I think the time complexity for all three approaches are order of n log n. Another approach that I came across was using the priority queue. So I just insert the points, and one by one I will poll the element, and I will check the difference. In that case, also I have the time complexity is n log n, space is order of n due to priority queue. So in that approach, I was getting around 54 ms, and I think that is also a pretty optimized solution. So I think these are the four approaches that we can go through. And yeah, I think that's it.